Good evening, this is Darnell from Porsche Walkaround. Just wanted to take a moment to show you the white Macan 2017. This is the service loaner that we had spoken about. The Macan has an amazing look to it. As I mentioned over the phone, they wanted to be more of a raised up sports car. So it definitely has a sportier look than most SUVs, as you can see from the profile of it. Porsche spent a lot of time developing this vehicle. There's a couple of unique things about it. For one, if you start up front and you look in the grille, it's kind of hard to see because of the poor lighting at the moment, but the inside the grille there's active flaps. Now these will open and close to help regulate the air that's going to the engine bay. Everything's functional on the front of the car, so all this is for air to travel exactly where it needs to be. You have the xenon lights as standard with the 4-point LED daytime running lights. The way this car is equipped with the Premium Package Plus, you have the cornering light added to that, so when you're starting to turn, the light comes on inside the light to help you see better around the corner. As you can see, the hood has a very unique shape. I love the design of the hood. When you open up the hood, you can actually see the air is routed to your intake system, which is a phenomenal design on the car. On the door handles, you'll see this little notch there. This car has the entry and drive, which comes with the Premium Package Plus. So what you can do is put your hand inside the door handle to unlock it, and then you can touch the outside to lock it. And you can do that even while the car is running like it is right now. Going around to the back, the Macan has LED 3D taillights. And what I mean by 3D is they have a 3D design, so inside the light, you see where this LED strip is, kind of curves in to let the light pop. You have your dual exhaust to give it a sporty look. Backup camera and parking sensors became standard on the Macan as of 17. Power tailgate is standard. When you get the entry and drive feature, you actually get an additional button here. So the one on the left will allow you to close the hatch, while the one on the right will allow you to close the hatch and lock the vehicle. Now, Porsche has a pretty nice feature where you're able to actually adjust the height of the tailgate. So if this height was no good for you, you could always lower it or raise it to the full height, and then you press and hold this button here, and that's actually going to save the setting in the memory of the car. You have a 40-20-40 split with the seats, so you can bring down the center or either side. You have these latches here so you can actually tie down things in the back if you need to keep everything secure. Underneath here you get a temporary full-size spare that you can that can be inflated. You have the necessary equipment, jack, inflation kit, and this has the Bose surround sound system. The subwoofer's back here. It's kind of hard to see, again, considering how dark it is. This has the full Luxor beige interior, so you have the beige seats, beige carpet. The dash is Luxor beige as well. Even though the Macan was made to be a little sportier than most SUVs, it still has a very elegant feel to it. Same feel that you get kind of in the Cayenne as well as the Panamera. I'm sorry. Okay, back here you have your rear ventilation for your passengers, and you can actually adjust how warm and how cool it is from back here with the toggle that's in the center. You have heated seats in the rear with the Premium Package Plus. You have 2 USB ports here, so if your rear passengers need to charge something. Okay, you get the comfort lighting with the Premium Package Plus as well. So you can see it's full LED on the interior lights, which really brightens up the interior. Very soft feel to it. Okay, this has the 14-way seats with the memory package. So you have the memory function on both the driver and passenger side. this vehicle is equipped with the lane change assist. So inside the mirror, you have this black bar here. It actually lights up when someone is in your blind spot using a radar system that's in the back of the car. You can open and close your tailgate from here. If you press the button, it'll open it. If you press and hold it, it'll close it. Going inside the car, the Macan is the first vehicle that has this new steering wheel design that was taken from the 918 Spider, which is Porsche's supercar, most recent supercar. The instrument cluster is very reminiscent of the Cayman and Boxer. Again, to put some emphasis on the fact that it's meant to be a raised up sport vehicle. You have your volume control on this side of the steering wheel. Button to answer the phone. This diamond shaped button, you can customize this button to do quite a few different features, such as these cars come equipped with the automatic start and stop feature as standard. If you wanted to have an easy way to turn on and off that feature, the button is in the center console, but when you're driving, your hand's on the wheel, so you can always just press this button. You can program it for that. You have your button to hang up the phone here, your back button, and then the roller to control the TFT display, which I'll go back to in a second. You have a clock in the dash to add to the elegant look of the interior. This vehicle is equipped with the PCM with navigation, the touchscreen radio. As of 2017, the layout was changed a little bit. The changes that they made have been the frame around the display. So it doesn't have it has a more cleaner look to it. They added a proximity sensor, so when you bring your hand to the screen, the menu will pop up. They changed the layout of the buttons and added a home screen that you can change. You can set a my screen, so you can have your own custom tailored screen to have quick access to whatever items that you would like to have on there. And they changed the layout of the car menu, so you can see an image of the vehicle that you own, and then access to your trip, have access to your assist system and your settings from here. The Macan's unique in the sense that it uses a PDK, which is what's in the Boxsters, the Caymans, and the 911s. It's a transmission that's commonly found in sports cars. Shifts extremely fast and extremely smooth. You have the dual zone climate control, and here are all your climate settings. You have your heated and ventilated seats with the Premium Package Plus. You have your standard sport mode, your Porsche Stability Management, electronic parking brake, off-road mode, considering the vehicle is all-wheel drive. And this vehicle is equipped with the lane keep assist. So when this feature is active, which is the button here in the center, if you start to drift out of the lane, the car will correct your steering and center you back into the lane. This is your automatic start and stop function. It'll shut down the engine to conserve fuel. When you put it in sport mode, it'll automatically deactivate, but as long as this light's on, that means the feature is not active. Okay, you have the sport mode. The sport mode is going to change the driving dynamics of the car. It's going to improve the throttle response as well as change the shift patterns. Now, the TFT display is one of the best things that Porsche's changed about these cars, and they've added to it. Again, you control it using the roller on the steering wheel. Here's your main vehicle menu. As you can see, it's showing certain options such as the coolant temperature, your oil temperature, and then your oil pressure. And at the very bottom, you have a compass. You can also change this to show battery voltage, elevation, quite a few different things, fuel range, date, and time. But you have the date and time on the bottom there. So you have the time, and the temperature on the bottom, and the fuel range on top. So this is typically the best layout that most people go with. You have your audio function, so you can actually access your radio stations from here. Your phone, so you can access your call history as well as your contact list, and you can dial out without taking your hand off the wheel. You have your map here, so you can view the map from here to see your destination, the route that you're traveling. You can zoom in and out. You go down, you have your navigation menu, which is going to show your previous destination, and while you're using your nav, this will show your turn-by-turn directions. You have your trip computer, tire pressure, torque distribution, showing how the power is being distributed between the front and rear axle, and then back around to your main menu, which you can use to access other things such as checking your oil, since there's no dipstick in the vehicle anymore, and then accessing the majority of your settings right from here. I'm going to take one more look at the Macan. Hey Evelyn, hopefully you enjoyed the video and this was informative for you, and we'll speak soon. Thank you.